A bibliography is a list of all the sources you used for your research project. Today, you are going to learn how to use a program called EasyBib, which does most of the work for you. To get to EasyBib, it's www.easybib.com, and you will come up to this main page. First, you want to click on the tab that corresponds to the type of source that you want to cite. For example, for a website, you would click on the Website tab. For a book, you would click on the Book tab. There are many other options available as well, so if you clicked on the All 59 Options tab, you can most certainly find whatever source you are looking for. I have found that using the Website tab, which is also the default tab when you bring up EasyBib, enables you to cite most web sources. So let's get started. First, you want to copy and paste the URL or web address of each website into the space where it says Cite It. So I'm going to click on a website. I'm going to copy and then paste the URL or web address into the search line, and then I am going to click Cite It. EasyBib will tell you what information in the website they found for your bibliography. It'll also tell you the information they did not find. So we are going to click the orange Continue button at the bottom. So now we are going to go through the screen. We are going to check the information, and we are going to attempt to fill in any empty boxes if possible. The rule with citing a website is you can only cite as much information as you are given. Sometimes you are not given the author's name. Sometimes you were not given the publisher or sponsor. So what we need to do is go back to the website, and we have to check and see what information is there and what is not. Now EasyBib filled in the article title, but it left the author blank, and it left the publisher or sponsor blank. It did, however, put in the website title. So we're going to come back to those blank boxes in just a moment, but I want to continue going through the other information it provided. I want you to notice that although it gives you the URL or web address, right underneath where it says Display URL, the No box is checked. You should check the Yes box. By doing so, the URL or web address will appear in your citation in your bibliography. In our school district, most teachers prefer that you include the URL. EasyBib put in the date accessed. It should always put in the date that you first went on the website. So let's go back to our empty boxes and see if we can find this information on the website. First off, it left the author blank. So I'm going to go back to the site, and in going through the website, I'm going to look at the top and then I'm going to look at the bottom. Okay, it didn't give us the author. So let me go back to EasyBib, and because it did not give us the author, I'm going to leave that information blank. How about the publisher or sponsor? It didn't fill that in. So let's go back to the website. And the publisher or sponsor, if provided, is very commonly found at the bottom of the web page. Now if you look, it does say right after the copyright date, 2014, which would be our last update, by the way, we see Weeder history. So I am going to take that information because that is my publisher. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it in the publisher sponsor box. Electronically published. It did not give us a day or a month, but it did give us the year. This is the date that the website was created or last updated. So I'm going to key in 2014 because, again, going back to our website, that is the date at the bottom. So now I have all the information I need. Again, if you can't find it, leave it blank. I'm going to click the orange Create Citation button at the bottom of the page. Now you can see your citation. I want you to notice that each line after the first line is indented. That's because we use a citation type called MLA. And in MLA format, every line after the first line is always indented. Now, we are going to cite a book source. And by the way, if you have any other websites to cite, you would, at this point at the top, key those URLs or web addresses in, cite it, and do exactly what we just did. But now we are going to cite a book. So I'm going to click on the book tab, and my recommendation is that you always cite a book using the ISBN number. The ISBN number can be found either on the back of the book, if it's a fairly new book, either above or below the manufacturer's barcode, or on the page of the book where you would find the copyright and publisher information. So what you're going to do is enter the ISBN number into the search line. I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm going to click Cite It. Okay, and here's my book. So all I need to do is click Cite This. EasyBib takes the information I need for my book citation and fills it in the blank spaces. I'm going to click Create Citation at the bottom, and here it is. Notice, because it was a book or a print source, EasyBib put the word print at the end. So now I have my two sources. I have my web source and my book source. I don't have any other sources for my bibliography. So now I am going to create my Works Cited page. I'm going to click on the Export tab. And because I'm using a Google Chrome, I'm going to save to Google Docs. I'm going to click the blue Allow Access tab. And then I'm going to go to Google Docs. And here is my Works Cited page or bibliography. Notice EasyBib put the citations in alphabetical order. Okay, put Works Cited at the top. Everything is spaced out perfectly. The last thing you always want to do is click on the title and change it to something that you will recognize. Doesn't have to be Works Cited, it could be something else. You just don't want to leave it as EasyBib and that big long number. And that's it. Very easy indeed.